What's up, everybody? How are you? Good evening. Welcome to the Week 11 Fantasy Recap Show. What a Week 11 main slate that it
Yes, sir.
was.
Yes, sir.
Commissioner Rhino, welcome in. Um, this was a this no listen. This was one of the better weeks that we've had, and I'm not talking necessarily fantasy type performances, although I do want to get into some of those. But I mean,
Yeah,
I enjoyed several of these games. I really did. Right up to this very last one that we just
yeah.
wrapped up.
A lot of good games, especially in the afternoon
App,
between the Niners and Seahawks, and then you know, oh
yeah,
man,
no. Hey, listen,
just
it was
good games, man.
I enjoyed this slate. I mean, even with some of the the some of the blowouts, and we'll get to what the blowout of the day.
Yeah,
Um, but yeah, look, the Colts and the Jets. I enjoyed that game for different reasons, not because I'm a quote unquote Jet fan. If you're
right.
if I was a full blown die hard Jet fan, I'd be in a lot worse of a mood. or 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 or
Understand?
or as you can see, I'm in a good mood. I'm
Yeah,
generally in a good mood. And the Jets lost to the Colts. I think the Jets were mathematically eliminated, by the
I
way.
think so too.
Week 11. See, I'm kind of like snickering at it. But but I am very pleased with that young man's performance.
Yeah, and so is our brother, so is AB, man,
You know,
and maybe Shane Steichen, how he says his last name, sitting him. Maybe that did wonders. I don't know, but he looked good. He looked good.
he it's adversity. Okay. You start the season. You're coming off of a 4 game season in your rookie campaign. You start this season off pretty lousy. You get benched for a 39-year-old quarterback,
Statue.
and you happened to get another opportunity in week 11, and we've spoken about this, Rhino. We've
Yeah.
spoken how, like this different parts of the season, affect you or count, matter to, your performances. Like, pressure. It's pressure is what it
Yeah.
is. Week 11 on the road, MetLife Stadium, which is, I'm sorry, that's not daunting.
No.
I could name 5 stadiums right now, right off the top of my head, that would be harder to play in than MetLife
Yeah.
Stadium. Okay, so it's not that daunting. All right. And look at the game. 28-27. He had a little over 300 total yards.
Yeah. He had one
All right.
rushing touchdown. Now the rushing touchdown, I will say this. I'd rather him not lower his shoulder to get in like he did. I understand he's a big boy, but when you've had two shoulder injuries the first years of your career, then don't do that. Oh,
There you go.
we're a wolf
Lo-
in San Diego.
Love it. Love it. Oh my Lord. San Diego. Or well, so Cal Wolf is in San Diego,
Yep.
but his San Diego / LA Chargers are getting ready to kick off in about 45 minutes, and we'll take you right up to that, folks. But
Yeah.
yeah, you know what? I think that's just like that's got to be football instinct.
Yeah, I agree. I agree.
I'm sure the coaches, when they're sitting down watching this film, they'll be like, you know what? That's like a dislocated, screwed up joint waiting to happen, whatever,
Yeah.
bro. But you gotta love the instinct in him. Yeah, lower the shoulder, get the hell in. We just saw Josh Allen do it.
I know.
He just did the same. Now, different stature, right? I mean, bigger
They're,
body.
they're pretty close. They're pretty close in height and weight.
Are they?
Yeah.
Doesn't look that way.
No, it does, but I think they're pretty close.
It certainly doesn't look that way. But okay, whatever. I mean, look, the kid is a kid.
Yeah.
He's 20. He's 23. So 24, whatever the case may be. Very impressive performance. Josh Downs clearly looks like his go-to wide receiver.
Yeah.
This was one of the best performances of the day for me. And again, this comes against the New York Jets. Yes, I have Brees Hall in many spots. Great game for
Yeah.
Brees Hall. Home league, Garrett Wilson, not so much. Okay,
We had a little bit off day today, but
yeah. So this isn't necessarily like a referendum, although it is on the Jets, but more let's praise the Indianapolis Colts. Not
yeah,
just for our AB goat, but for all the Colts fans, for Anthony Richardson, and this is good for football.
yes, it is.
Let's see if this keeps up.
And I think this will open up. I think teams aren't going to be able to stack the box more now with the way he did, way he played. You know,
Well,
so
yeah,
they'll actually open up the game for Taylor more too.
this
Which
was-
I mean, that's a good thing.
can't stack the box. That's interesting that
No.
you said that. It's interesting because again we want to try to highlight the best performances here in week 11. There's some pretty lousy performances. One of them happens to be in this very same game, and we'll get to that. We will. I want to get to the next best game, or like one of the obviously the one with the fireworks. Fireworks on one side, by the way.
Yeah,
I don't know how it is in other cities, right? With the fireworks show on the 4th of July, where so like all the we have barrage, I suppose. The barrages are all situated along like the river, and one barrage, the other barrage, and then of course at the same time. Well,
yeah, that's how it is in my area too.
all right, so over here, all right. I mean, like this was just like a one-sided, one barrage fireworks, and it'd be wonderful if I could find it for everybody. That would be wonderful, wouldn't it?
That'd be the Detroit. Jared Goff. Everybody ate. Jameson ate. ARSB ate. Montgomery ate. Gibbs ate.
Everyone.
It was Thanksgiving Day for these guys today, man.
Everyone. One way or another. I mean, like, what was the final score? I mean, like, it was 50, 52.
Yeah. 52-9, I think. I don't know.
52. It was 52 to something, right?
Yeah, it's 52 to something.
It was 52 to 6. That
All
I
right.
could tell. That I could tell you. Yeah. We knew that the Lions were going to win. We
It
knew.
was right after last week.
I didn't think Jared Goff was going to throw 4 touchdowns in this game.
Ooh.
We thought we put a heavy recommendation on Monty to start him. Okay, Jahmyr Gibbs was obviously a start.
Yeah.
I believe that we did make a call or two for JMO.
Yep.
The fact that we know that he's like a boom or bust. This was the boom week. This was obviously This was a boom week. Now you're not going to get a lot of volume out of this guy.
No.
You're not. You've got Amon-Ra St. Brown there.
This is his best game of the season.
He's one of the best wide receivers in the league. Period.
This is the kind of game he should have had against this kind of team. Should have.
There it is. Jacksonville State. 6 points to the Lions. Yeah. Yeah, what are you gonna do? Boom and bust Sunday. That's right, Sniper.
Yeah.
That's what it is. What a Sunday.
What a Sunday. Sunday.
It was a good slate. Like I said, it was a good slate. I mean, the Vikings. There's not really much to talk about here. There really isn't. Jordan Addison scored. Great. Wonderful. I'm sure there were people that were starting him. Justin Jefferson did not score in this game.
No.
So there's some really great ones. Anthony Richardson, the Detroit Lions' entire offense. Some of the bad ones. Oh, let's get to another good one first. Let's get to another good one. How about your L.A.
Hey, right.
Rams? How about your L.A. Rams?
They played good. They played good. They not not spectacular, but they played good. I wish they wouldn't have gotten. I wish they'd been more aggressive in the middle of the fourth quarter, but they played good. It's
um,
2 weeks in a row now that both Puka and Cup have 8.
this was one of these games where like you're expecting the road team to have a tough out, a
Yeah,
tough win on the road. This is a better team than the New England Patriots. The score only 6 point difference, but still the win is the win for the Rams. Cooper Cup had a fantastic game. Puka Nakua got a little dinged up, right? I mean, that was a little
no,
like,
he didn't get hurt. He got the wind knocked out of him, and then went and threw up on the sideline.
is that what it was?
Yeah, yeah. You can tell when he
Interesting.
landed. Yeah, McVay said that he's okay. He
Interesting.
got sick.
No, I mean he pretty much played the full game or a full complement of snaps, a high percentage of snaps. I thought that this man was impressive.
Yeah,
He is impressive still. He's no spring chicken, folks. They have this budding, uh, I would say borderline superstar, borderline like he's very good, Puka.
yeah,
The book is still not completely out on him yet. Like let's get through the rest of this year. Let's see how he finishes. Then let's carry that into year three. Cooper Cup is on the back nine.
yeah.
He's like on the 16th, 17th hole. And did you see the one touchdown that I caught? Cover zero,
Mm-hmm.
cover zero, and Stafford hit him like perfectly in
Bam.
stride, where like all Cooper Cup had was about 40, 50 yards of like the field in front of
Yeah,
him.
but it's funny because it looked almost like he was running in slow motion too when he was running.
He was jogging. You were jogging to the end zone. There was
Yeah,
nobody back. Nobody. So I caught that. So again, this was part of like why I enjoyed this. Like there was like so many
yeah.
nice plays.
I will say this: Drake May looked good. Drake May is going to be. He's going to be good. He's going to be a good one. He looked good.
There was yeah, no, absolutely, and we're going to continue to get the questions on Drake May.
Yeah.
I'm sure that we are. Oh, start Drake May. Don't start Drake May. Drake May's a nice start. He's a nice player. This was a tough game, but they came through. Oh, the batter. Whoa. Sniper. Rams good plays. Rams D could have been better in points. Oh, so the
Yeah.
Rams
2
defense in
interceptions on the
points.
fumble recovery. Couple sacks.
I bet you the Rams again. Your LA Rams. You catch them at home. Catch them at SoFi Stadium with the right opponent. And there your Rams defensive special teams is the sneaky defensive play. They may
Mm-hmm.
be the sneaky defensive play come week 15, come week 16. It depends. I don't look at the schedule that far out yet.
No.
Yet. Frizzle Goat. Frizzle
Down
Goat.
4, and all I got left is Mixon. It could be done.
No, a dear friend of mine, a dear goat of mine. He sends me messages. He sends me like, oh, fantasy gods. Oh, he sings in the voice text like he prays to the fantasy gods. So I'm gonna ask him to do the same for you right now, Frizzle Goat. Down 24, and all I got left is Mixon. Mixon could get you 24.
Yeah,
He
he
could
can.
get you. He could get you 24. Frizzle, what was the what was your wide receiver group this week? I want because I was talking to the commissioner prior to going on, where there was a tough call that we had like with 4 wide receivers, and we only had to take one to sit. And I'm wondering if this was your group. Tillman did me dirty, WT Goat. He did a lot of people dirty, WT Goat.
Yeah.
He did.
Yeah.
Cedric the Entertainer. Okay, so on one hand, we were 100%. When I say we, I mean us here at the fantasy show, which is a temporary brand name, by the way. We collectively knew that Jameson Winston was going to have a good game. He had a good game.
Got 395 yards and 2
And this is Jameis Winston for you.
Yeah.
Okay, and he threw for 2 touchdowns. Judge Judy went off, and it was a
like
sneaky
161 yards receiving, something like that.
It was a sneaky play, and Cedric Tillman is now the person that kind of sort of loses out, because if Jerry Jeudy is going to continue like this, someone's left without a chair. Now, I'm not saying that that's necessarily the case, because again, Rhino, I think Winston is still going to kind of sling it all over the place.
Yeah.
You know,
even Elijah Moore had a good game today.
Elijah Moore, and he's the recipient of the other touchdown. That's correct. So it's like, yeah, Cedric the Entertainer. Look, I would be lying to you if I didn't say that I had him started in one league. I certainly did, and it's costly. And the only other thing that I could say to that is, look, there was a reason why he was never drafted. He's not necessarily, he can't be considered an alpha in this offense because of the nature of Jameson Winston.
Yeah.
Well, and the setup. Oh my God, the setup. The setup was perfect for him. I'm not sure if you're going to get a better setup. In any event, yeah.
The real star of this game was Hill.
We know.
Lord.
We know that. I mean, look,
MVS, another 71-yard touchdown catch.
Another call that I knew was going to come through. Taysom Hill, not for 3 though, not for 3.
No,
but like MVS actually wound up coming through again as well. That's not something.
3 catches.
Yeah, that's not something that I would recommend again. No. It really isn't.
No.
I got Brees on the bye next week. What we think about Tyrone Tracy at Tampa? Tyrone is a start, my friend.
Yeah, he's a start. It's a good start too.
It is
very good start.
You've got Tyrone there waiting, and yeah, you've got a bye week with Brees Hall. I bet you're not the only one.
It'll be interesting who the quarterback is in that game too. Are they gonna roll out?
Which one, Sniper?
Are they going to roll out Locke, or are they going to roll out Jones for the Giants next week?
Good question.
Yeah.
Good question. Not sure yet. I would think we'll probably get word on that, I suppose, Tuesday, before Wednesday practice.
Yeah.
I would think that there would be some sort of no information on whether it's Drew Lock or Jones. It's based from last week. It was trending for Lock.
Yeah, it was.
I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing. I don't think that affects Tyrone Tracy though.
No,
one way or another.
No, the only person that affects is neighbors.
Yes, and I think a lot of this decision. I think neighbors plays into that, don't you?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, big time.
Hello.
Because he's been pretty vocal.
Hello. I just drafted you. Now I'm the owner of the team. You Joe Shine just drafted this dude like 4th overall, 5th overall, 4th overall. What the hell is going on? What the hell is going on right now? So you're telling me that the quarterback that we're sticking with and this offensive line that we wanted to, build or enhance for this quarterback, and we can't get this high prospect the ball.
Yep.
So yeah, so I think a lot of the quarterback decision does have to do with Malik Neighbors. We'll see. Yeah, we'll I think we'll know by Tuesday night's waiver show.
Yeah.
By the way, Tuesday night, 8:00. Join us for the waiver advice show. If you are just joining us now, if you're new to the channel, please like and subscribe. Thank you very much.
Please.
The tight end and the kickers. I could tell that the call that did not come through. That y'all. Wait. Let me ask you, y'all. Is that part of the geography like move? Like where they say y'all down there, or is y'all actually used up north where you're originally from? That's my question of the evening. That's non-football. I think y'all. I think you adapted y'all.
Yeah, because I say y'all. I say it too, but that's because I lived in North Carolina, West Station, North Carolina.
But it comes from the southern part of the country, correct? Like there's no y'all here. I'm not so that's my question. Does y'all exist in like the Midwest as well? That's my question.
Well, we should ask Jonesy next time we see him.
Yes. Or Sniper. When Sniper wants to join us live. Big game coming up for Nico on Monday night. Yeah. All eyes are on Nico. Yes, all eyes are on Nico Collins for sure. All eyes are on Tank Dell.
All eyes are on Stroud too. Is he gonna have a get right game?
So that's interesting. So for the Mixon 24 points, like that's not out of the question. Also, it's really not, because like look, if the Texans just get a jump out to a nice little comfortable lead on this putrid Cowboys team, they can just rely on Mixon the rest of the way.
He could easily go for like 125 and 2 touchdowns.
I wouldn't be surprised if another running back does get worked in, though. Also, again, with that, if the lead starts to get larger, wider, I could also see them like kind of like pumping the brakes, like not really running Mixon into the ground. But I could see the points accumulating between like quarters 1 through 3. I can. And Nico does help Mixon. So listen, was that Frizzle?
Big time.
I think that was Frizzle, right? With Mixon? Or is that WT?
Yeah.
Mixon? All right, so let's go to some of these. How about that?
Yeah.
So you're talking about a running back who there were a lot of trade questions for this dude.
A lot
of trade questions for JT. Not Aaron, but JT this week. And look, he's one of the best running backs in the league. The Colts came into to New York and beat them, not by a lot, by 1 point. And the Jets defense did allow they allowed 2 rushing touchdowns, but you saw the adverse effect of Anthony Richardson, right? The adverse effect is right there. Jonathan Taylor for 40 yards, 60 yards, and no score. That's a bad fantasy day.
Yeah. And I think it'll be better next week, because they can't, like we said 10, 15 minutes ago, or before we even started, about them not being able to stack the box, because they're going to have to be aware of Richardson throwing now.
Yeah, so
that just opens it up for Taylor. And he can't.
Running
backs aren't guaranteed to have good games every freaking week.
You're right. It's
going to happen.
You're 100% correct. And again, this isn't an indication of a slew of gloom to come. It's not.
No,
this just happened to have been an poor worst performance today from one of your major weapons in fantasy football, one of the major weapons in the NFL, and Jonathan Taylor. Now on to the Vikings running back. I was never high on this dude. Not from his days in Green Bay, none of it. There's a handful of guys that I've never been attached to that I thought were talented. Like, okay, so yes, Aaron Jones does have skill for sure. He never really moved the needle for me. the Vikings thought differently. They signed him. People drafted him in that kind of like in that dead zone, right? He was kind of in
Yeah.
that dead zone
Very much in that
preseason.
dead zone.
If you kind of went on the zero RB approach, okay, like one of my skeleton opponents this week that drafted 3 wide receivers, maybe the tight end in the 4th round, maybe the quarterback in the 5th, and you went and you drafted Aaron Jones as your RB1. This was not the right week. This was not the right week for Aaron Jones. Okay, the Titans happen to play some good defense.
They do play a good rush defense. Jeez Louise, spit it out, Ron.
Yeah, I say y'all, but I don't say I'm fixing to.
Not yet.
So okay, we could go on and on regarding this linguistics expressions. That's not the right word. Nevertheless, let's get back to football.
Let's get back to football.
Sniper. Nico is my opponent next week. Flowers did do well. We'll get to that game. Aaron, yes. All right, let's stay on that. The Vikings happened to have pulled it off. They did. The final score
23-13.
This contest, 23-13. All right, so here comes another one that we did not get right. That would be one Calvin Ridley.
Yeah,
that he wet the bed. It wasn't necessarily that he wet the bed. We succumbed, Rhino, to the one thing that I strive not to do on a weekly basis or a day-in basis, like many other puppets out there. And forgive me, I don't really mean that. I'm really talking to one person as a puppet. Being prisoner of the moment. Last week and the week before that, Calvin Ridley has really done well. And so did Will Levis, and maybe it was Mason the week before that. Calvin Ridley had really good performances. So now it's the 3rd week that we're hoping that it's going to happen again. It did not. So we did become prisoner of the moment. Now,
right.
Was it the wrong call to say, I don't think Ridley should start? I think right, Rhino?
Yeah.
I think everyone, I would say, recommended, yes, if the question came out, start Calvin Ridley. I'm pretty sure it was like yes, no matter who the hell you asked.
I mean, you're not starting him over like bigger names. Like you're not going to start him over Jamar Chase or Jefferson.
No. No, that wasn't he. That was he.
Yeah.
That was not the same grouping at all. The grouping would have been like Calvin Ridley, Jawan Jennings, Cedric Tillmans,
right?
Those groupings. Cooper Kupp, perhaps. Jaden Reed. Jaden Reed came up a ton of times. Did score early.
Yeah.
Not much after that. Christian Watson had a good game.
Christian Watson had a really good game.
We could get to that 2019 score. One other note here on the on the Vikings. Sam Darnold, I guess it was because they're on the road. Sam Darnold really didn't have that good of a game, did he?
2 touchdowns and a rushing touchdown.
So yeah, but like that score 20. I guess he did have a good game. So I'm not giving Sam Darnold enough credit. So
he does stuff. He does like when he has good games. He does it silently,
So Jordan Addison scored. Where did the other touchdown? He ran for one. That's 2. Where's the other one?
Maybe it was only one. Maybe it was only 2. 1 throwing and 1 rushing.
So let's show. We're going to get to the bottom of this, and then we're going to get to the Wolf. The Wolf is getting ready in SoFi. Sam Darnold rushed. Jordan Addison Cam Akers.
Cam Akers.
What a bust. That helps nobody.
No.
Nobody. That helps nobody. Aaron Jones is great. He's not great, though, Sniper. I know you like him. Aaron Jones is not great. Aaron Jones can't run in between the tackles. Aaron Jones can only run what used to be considered or called off tackle. But now it's called outside zone, I believe.
Right.
He can't run in between the tackles. He's a good pass catching running back. He's a better version of Alexander Madison.
Yes, very much so.
He's a better version of Alexander Madison. He's injury prone.
That's it. That's the main thing.
All signs pointed to Ridley. Just scary because we know the quarterback and offense he's on. Process and decisions to play him. Process and decisions. That's a great title for a show. Process and Decisions. Starring the Wolf. I love it. I love it. What about Christian Watson? So let's go to the game. Let's go to this game. 20-19. I don't think there's a soul in the United States of America and in England and Germany, where they watch football, and some parts of South America. I don't think there was a soul that thought that the Bears were going to beat the Packers. Not a soul. There's not one soul in the Northern Hemisphere that thought that the Packers were going to beat the Bears were going to beat the Packers.
Because I think the Bears lost now 10 in a row against them.
Not a soul. Now, they made it interesting. They sure as hell made it interesting. Jordan Love, many Jordan Love questions. There was no way I was sitting Jordan Love.
Nope.
I can tell you that. It wasn't the best game. Wasn't the best game for Jordan Love. Josh Jacobs had a pretty decent game. Jordan Love, his second score was the rushing touchdown. Yep. Other than that, 261 in the air. Not bad. Christian Watson had a game. Welcome back.
A lot of Watson's yards are though, too.
Welcome. Oh, it's 4 targets, 4 catches, 150 yards. So divide 150 by 4. That would be 60, 6, 12, 18, 24. No, that's 5, 10, 15, 20. No. 30, 60, 90, 120, 30, 35.
I'm not here for math.
About 35 yards per catch. Approximately. 4, 8, 12. It's about 40 yards a catch.
Yeah.
At this line. 4, 8, 12, 16. About little on the 40 yards per catch.
That's not sustainable.
That's Christian Watts. That's the game. That's their MO right there. Those two, not Jaden Reed. Again, it looked promising to get him into the end zone rather quickly. First score of the game, but then only another target after that. What happened to Jaden Reed, Sniper? Shouldn't you be reporting for us? Inside Lambeau reporting, just like Rob Dema something reports for the Packers for I don't know, ESPN. Stacey Dales that reports on the AFC North for the NFL Network. Shouldn't you be reporting for us?
Yeah.
Quincy Gold. How do we do, Quincy Gold? I sat Mooney. Oh, man.
Mooney got hurt, though, too.
I'm glad that you brought that up. I am.
Not that means too much, because nothing was going right for Atlanta today.
I'm glad that you brought that up.
But, yeah, hammy.
But that's not what the injury report was indicating to us for the last couple of days.
Mm-mm.
No, so supposedly it was an Achilles. It was his heel, supposedly. Then he came off the injury report. Darnell Mooney. So and he dressed and then he played. Now something with a hammy. It didn't matter. It didn't matter.
So I'm going. Bo Nix. I text this to you. Bo Nix needs to be in a conversation now for Offensive Rookie of the Year. He needs to be in that conversation. He definitely he looked good. He looked good. I mean, okay, yeah, it was Atlanta. Atlanta's defense isn't a top 10, but still, he looked freaking good, man.
Let me
Even little Jordan Humphrey got a touchdown today.
Little Jordan.
Little Jordan. Not big Jordan, little Jordan.
Right, a little Jordan. There was a call that a play
in the end zone 2 weeks ago.
Where I believe no. This game.
Okay.
It was a 4th down call across the middle to little Jordan Humphrey. He took what they consider to be the football move, right?
Yep.
And it was ruled an incomplete pass, 4th down. So they turned the ball over. Sean Payton challenged that and said that it was like a catch. Like it was a catch and fumble that Denver recovered. It was like very odd. Denver wound up getting the call, and they got another series, and I think they scored on the series. So look,
when did they score? Shit.
Yeah. So the first thing that came to my mind was that play should not be going to little Jordan Humphrey. That play should have went to Cortland Sutton.
Yeah.
Not little Jordan Humphrey. Nevertheless, that what to any plain eyesight looked like an incomplete pass wound up being overturned as a catch, but he dropped it, and I guess Denver recovered it. Check this play out. Check it out. Nevertheless, yes, little Jordan wound up scoring again further down in this game. Denver, there was nothing for Margic Estime.
No,
it was the Javonte Williams show again. And moving forward, Bo Nix is really the only dude that you could start here.
Yeah.
I can't play any running back still. I'm not going to.
We don't know.
Cortland Sutton, maybe, yeah. I suppose Cortland Sutton is doable.
Because all things were leading to Object Estime playing, being running back 1.
Not with the Jackal.
Yeah.
Not with the Jackal Joker. I sat Mooney over Jennings. Yeah. I sat Mooney over Jennings. But it just wasn't a Mooney game.
No, he said, my bad. He sat Jennings.
That wasn't the move, Quincy Go.
Yeah.
That wasn't the move.
But I can understand why, though. Who's going to think that Jennings is going to have 10 catches for
100 and change? About 100.
Touchdown.
Well, I did. I thought that Jennings was going to have a good game.
That's why you're a Shepard. We're just.
I appreciate
following your steps.
Well, I thought Jennings was going to have a good game.
I thought so too, but not that good of a game.
It's not that we didn't recommend Darnell Mooney. Of course, we recommended him. It was just these are the things. Like we must take. We must take what takes place during the day, during each game. We have to take this information and use it. We have to use it for our advantage moving forward. That's what you process the information. Look, Darnell Mooney was on an injury report for one thing. Then he's off an injury report. Now he gets injured in the game. Now, again, it's not like Drake London was the effective guy either. Like nobody was effective.
Nobody was.
If you started Kirk Cousins, I'm you probably didn't have a good game.
No.
I'm talking about
John Robinson.
I'm talking about your full team.
Yeah.
Bijan Robinson, same situation. So it's one of these things, man. The Falcons did not have a good game in Denver. That's the other thing, Rhino. Let's just get off this game because there's really nothing else.
No meat on those bones.
We've spoken on the show before regarding matchups.
Mm-hmm.
You take in an NFC South team that plays in a dome going to an AFC West team. They don't play each other that often.
Mm-mm.
You're talking about two different environments. You're asking the Falcons to get out of their comfort zone, not necessarily travel so far distant lands, but it's to an opponent that they don't normally play often on the road.
Right.
That's and we should have taken, or not should have. It's just you have to take these things into account.
And plus going to Mile High where the
altitude
takes effect too.
Altitude.
You know.
Yeah, this is a bad. This is one of those clunkers. Yeah, for sure, clunker. Back to John Jennings. Impressive. Oh, I didn't change the score for the Niners. Well, they lost. They lost. The Niners lost by 3 at the very end by Chef Gino rushing it in. Kenny Walker also rushed it in, so that was nice to see. Kenny Skywalker. I was telling Jonesy yesterday, I believe, yesterday or Friday, that the Seahawks and the Niners, they play twice a year, and they also made the playoffs in 2022. So you would think that this is like Kenny Walker's like 7th, 8th time playing the 49ers. 7th time. It's not actually, because the times that he's been injured, his rookie season last year, which aren't for long stretches, but he has been injured for a couple of games here, a couple of games there, have pretty much all been against the Niners. So he has not played the Niners as much as, say, Geno Smith has. Nevertheless, he got in. Very nice. JSN almost got in. My God, he was like down at like the 5, which set it up for Kenny Walker.
Yeah.
JSN,
go ahead.
I was going to say, JSN takes a hit. He took a hit with DK. I know they tried to get him the ball. They did get him the ball, just was not. You're never going to get the right volume for him here.
No, not yet. I had my son is a huge 49ers fan. And so I text him about, does it look like CMC's lost a step? Because to me, it looks like he's kind of lost a step a little bit. And he texts back saying, no, he just thinks that Purdy is not used to checking down to him so much. But I still think, he had 100 total yards, but he seems like he's lost a step. Looks like Jordan Mason is has a little more oomph when he's running than CMC does.
He did today.
Yeah.
He looked like he was shot out of a cannon a little bit. I did catch a play or two with Jordan Mason.
Pearsall didn't get anything today.
He wasn't going to.
No.
He wasn't going to. And again, it goes into how it's their personnel.
Yeah,
it's their personnel. You're definitely you're playing Debo. You're playing Juwan Jennings, who like we're quote unquoting is now the Brandon Ayuk role. That's 2. You usually want your tight end. That would normally be Kittle. So today it wasn't. But you're gonna want the fullback on the field with CMC. You're just going to. He is so vital to that to what they do in the run game.
Yeah,
Kyle Juszczyk, so vital. Your odd man out is Ricky Pearsall. And no, that's not to say that Kyle Shanahan's never going to try to get him on the field. That's not what I'm saying. That's not what we're suggesting. But it's not going to lead to high snap counts for Ricky Pearsall.
No,
it's not. So CMC had a good game. Again, look, could it be some rust still? Might be,
some. But
might be some rust. What's up, Tron? Whoa. Let's say goodnight. Let's say goodbye.
all right, you have a
Good
nice
night.
evening, Sniper.
Good night, Sniper. Good
You
luck,
be safe.
Sniper.
Have a blessed week, my friend. Have a
Wait a
blessed
minute.
week.
Hold on. Before Sniper goes. Before Sniper goes.
Yes.
It's on tonight. It's on tonight, Sniper. Trump goat.
Right on.
Of course you did, Trump goat. Of course.
Nice. Good for you. Good for you.
Play
Why
like a
I'm
goat.
smiling so much.
Play like a goat. That's what happens.
Yep.
Where else are we?
Buffalo, Kansas City.
Buffalo's a good team.
You know who had a good game this week for Kansas City? Freaking Worthy.
It's your best friend.
Yeah. I traded him in one league and I have another league. But yeah, he did good. Hopkins did. I mean, Hopkins had got his too. Kelsey didn't.
No, not Kelsey.
No.
Kelsey's a future replacement.
Noah Gray has 2 touchdowns. 2. He's had 3 all season, and 2 were from tonight.
I'm gonna make it my mission to press upon the goats as we continue to grow, as we continue to build this channel into a destination for those that want to play some like really solid fantasy football. I'm gonna make it a mission, and Noah Gray is in the minds of all of us, all the goats, including the Shepherd.
Yep.
And the Commissioner. Now, if you've been playing Dynasty, this is already done. It's concluded. Like Noah Gray is rostered because of what's the foreseeable future for Mr. Travis, Old Man Kelsey.
Yeah.
But yeah, which very well could be. This could be the end. Look, if they actually three-peat, what the hell? What would be the point of him playing next year? There would be absolutely no point at his age. At his age,
the money.
No point.
He doesn't need the money either.
No. He doesn't need it. No, there's absolutely no point.
Do you think this is a preview of the AFC Championship game?
It's a really good question. It's very possible. Of course.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think
this is a good game because I don't think the Bills have beat Kansas City in one possession games.
What I think
this is a good win for the Bills.
This could very well be the AFC championship preview for sure. Look, we just saw the Steelers take out the Ravens by 2. Of course, a close game. The Steelers defense. If you could find me a defense to mimic what the Steelers just did, okay, then of course the Ravens are beatable, and we know that their defense is susceptible. So of course, I can see them being knocked out again in the divisional.
I did think Wilson had a better game than he did, but this. So I was considering trading Jason for either Chase Brown, Tyrone Tracy, or Jonathan Taylor. The guy has Chase Brown, Tracy, JT, Pacheco coming back. He needs wide receiver.
The guy has Chase, Tyrone, JT, and Pacheco coming back. He needs a wide receiver. I was considering trading Jason. I mean, here's the thing, Tron, and I'm sure that you just heard us talking about it, right? As talented as this dude is, with wonderful potential that this dude has, there's not good volume for him. He's a wide receiver 3, high-end wide receiver 3. He's a low-end wide receiver 2.
Yeah.
If it comes to a buy situation, that you must play him. You've got DK Metcalf that's going to garner all their attention. They want to run the ball. They're content on using their tight ends a little bit. There's just you're hoping for that contingent upside that yes, JSN breaks a tackle, gets a catch in the open field, boom, yes, explosion, great. Today I would say today was a good game for JSN without scoring. If you could sell him off, get yourself another running back. Chase Brown is going to be off next week, I believe. Tyrone Tracy is not going to be off next week.
I think Taylor's off next week too. No, they already had their bye week, right?
The guy he's considering Chase Brown. So I would take the dude that does not have the bye, Tron. See if you can pull it off.
Yeah.
Dude, pull that goat move off.
I tried Jonathan Taylor first. They play Detroit next week.
You're not gonna get Jonathan Taylor for JSN though.
But you might as well try it first. You know,
you could try it. So is that in the 37-point game was without DK Metcalf? That was the game before the bye, I believe, right? And today was couldn't have been 21 today, right? We might as well just let's go to JSN for Christ's sakes, as opposed to guessing. Who's got JSN over here? JSN. Search, come on.
Soul has him in the PPF this week.
Of course someone has him. JSN. Jackson. How about we do Jackson, not JSN to search? That might help us. Solo go.
Mm-hmm.
It was 17 points today. It was 34 points against the Rams, week 9. Yeah. That was that was definitely without DK.
Yeah.
I wish I could expand this. I want to expand it for everyone, not just me. The sleeper site is not the same as the sleeper app. So, yeah, it was 34 against the Rams, then the bye, then it was a good game today. It was a good game without scoring. And this is half PPR. This happens to be half PPR with the bonuses. He's wide receiver 14.
Huh.
That might be on the week. Number 72 overall. That doesn't sound right either. Nevertheless, my friend, GOAT. If you've got other, well, of course you got other. If you got a strong wide receiver room, which I believe that you do, because you play like a GOAT.
Mm-hmm.
You want some running backs. You want another running back. I wouldn't necessarily look at it like the way Tron Force. He needs running backs. Oh, all right, that's great. Who gives a shit what he needs?
Yeah.
What do you need?
Yeah, exactly. You can't afford to give up JSN too.
Yeah. How's your team? Do you need a running back? Okay, so then I turn it into okay. He needs. This will help his team. But does it help your team?
Yep.
That's first and foremost. Rhino, we're almost at that time, right?
Yeah.
All right, everybody. This was a great show. This was a great slate.
Yes.
We've got the Sunday Night Football that I believe kicked off. Chargers at home against the Bengals. Who do you like, by the way?
I like the Bengals. I like Bengals.
Interesting.
28-21.
28-21.
Yeah.
Okay. Hold on. That's not the score that I thought I was gonna hear. The guy has Marvin Harrison Jr., Pittman, Keenan Allen, he's got Cheetah, Cooper, Terry, Scary, Darnell, and D-Hop.
And Mostert got hurt today.
Imagine that.
I know. Right.
So would you offer JSN here? I mean,
I wouldn't.
I'm not that. I'm not excited.
The guy only has.
I'm not very excited that Keenan Allen's there. The guy only has. Oh, okay. Yeah. All right. So Trone has.
I would do that.
Trone has Cheetah and
Cup.
Cup. JSN is the wide receiver 3, or Scary Terry, and Darnell Mooney is the wide receiver 3. This is why Trone Force Goat, comes and seeks out advice.
Yep.
Because of this extremely strong wide receiver room. I don't know if I'd want to give up JSN here.
I would try Trey Mooney.
I would try to shop Mooney or DeAndre Hopkins.
Yeah.
And hold on to JSN. He's got just too much damn talent.
Yeah.
What happens if Tyler Lockett happens to roll over his ankle at 31? Again, I get the JSN is the chip, right? He is the chip. He's the talent.
Yeah, try Mooney first, though.
But yeah, Atlanta's coming up on bye. You don't have Mooney coming up.
Yeah.
The Dolphins. What about the Dolphins? The Dolphins have their bye?
Yeah, week 7 or week 6.
You won't have Darnell Mooney next week. But I don't know if you can move Mooney now being hurt.
Yeah.
All right, look, if you're content with those wide receivers, Mooney has a hamstring and on bye, yeah. And again, let's not forget, it didn't start with the hamstring today. It started with a heel injury, a mysterious heel injury. I would try Mooney or DeAndre Hopkins. I really sort of want to hold on to JSN.
Yeah. He's younger than both of them. So
in this particular situation, 0-0. What is Joe Shiesty going to do here in beautiful SoFi? Trone will be back on Tuesday. If you don't have a deal done, we could definitely examine this further. Always a great time being here. We will see you again on Tuesday, 8:00, I believe.
Yep. Right? Have a blessed week, man. Be good humans.
Be good humans. Enjoy the game. Thank you very much for coming out.
Bye.